Prepare yourselves. It's almost that time. And here we go. Get ready. And da 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 da. That's right.
Yeah, greasy conversation. We made it through adversity.
So greasy we couldn't hold on to anything.
Yeah,
That's right.
That was the real problem in here.
Yeah, nothing's wrong. Nothing at all is awry. Nothing's different this show.
No.
None of the computers are a different color or functioning any differently than any other show. Nothing to see here. Started about very similar to the usual time, and we're all here together. Crazy Jay is here, everybody.
The man, the myth, the legend, the original, and some say the craziest of Jays.
That was actual applause, not my throat sounds. They're very similar. And if you missed it earlier, it's Greasy Conversation, spelled the ordinary Oxford way.
Yep.
And we're here, and we're talking to you about only the choicest of news items for your water cooler pleasure and to look cool for your friends throughout the week. Holla at us in any of the chats of any of the streams. And here we go.
Let's do it.
All right. First, let's just get started because this is closest to me, not to my heart. Apparently, well, I know most people like freaked out about spiders, right? Even though they're just little tiny like little bugs, and most of them, like 99%.
They're not all that tiny.
Yeah, some of them are little. Yeah, I remember arachnophobia. I mean,
Yeah,
but
you've got more than one spider instance here. Whoa, more than one of
do
them.
we?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Get
Anyway,
ready.
so this one is that apparently like hurricane weather aggravates spiders and causes them to be much more aggressive than they would normally, and not just like single spiders that are hanging out, but if there's types of spiders, or if there's a colony of spiders like that just hatched, they'll get all crazy and all up in your shit, man.
Like in all your holes,
Oh yeah, they're getting in all your holes.
spiders in your night holes.
Yeah, but it just reminded me of like Sharknado, where like instead of Sharknado, you just have Spider Hurricane. But yeah,
Spidercane.
I mean, why doesn't anyone make that movie? Although I don't know, did you guys watch the Sharknados?
All of them.
Yeah, I still haven't. I think I've only seen like the first 3 or something. But they're,
They're entertaining.
they are, and just like I just like terrible movies like that.
Yeah.
So
It was your description, Jay, that made me not see them. It wasn't that you said they were bad or anything, but it didn't seem like.
I highly doubt that because I spoke very highly of all of them.
Yeah, but the way in which you explained what they are and what happens seemed really like.
All I said was tornado, sharks, get out of the way.
All right,
Like,
I'll get out of the way in advance.
wasn't Tara Reid in the first one?
First two, I think.
First two?
Yeah.
That's unless I'm like really misremembering.
Yeah, they really should have had her eaten.
Yeah, totally. But
I'll
anyway,
eat her.
anyway, keep an eye out for Spidercane. It's
Yeah.
coming to Netflix or some other thing.
Is that the only picture? Man, I'd have so many aggressive spider pictures if this was my
I know.
article.
Well, that's the thing. There's like no aggressive spider pictures.
Yeah, they're normally all chill.
Yeah.
You
They just
try
like
to
to hang
Google
out.
aggressive spiders, and it just looks like a bunch of regular spiders. So you don't know if they're like aggressive or not. You might be.
To me,
letting-
they're all aggressive, so it doesn't matter.
just treat them that way. Just operate as such.
All right, but what if like a spider just rolled up, just crawled up on the couch, right next to you where you're chilling, but he's got a joint.
Yeah.
I'd kill it and then take the joint.
Oh man, it's just a little spider dude. He wants to chill. He's
I
trying
like
to
half-
make peace, man.
I like half of your strategy, Jay.
Yeah,
I won't say which half.
maybe he's just trying to subdue you. He's like, oh yeah, I know about all these hippies.
I've had a roommate just like that. Just handing out joints, but then like
It was
Being-
for like some sinister purpose.
being aggressive as soon as the weather changes.
Oh man. All right. So this is, there's always stories of police shootings and all this, and regular shootings, and just lots of shootings here in good old US of A.
I like how chipper you're introducing this.
Yeah, well, because this actually isn't really like like
This is like a
bad.
bright side to
It's not
shitty
like, hey,
time.
like 50 more people died. This is just in Phoenix, Arizona, they changed some rules now where Phoenix police officers must now document every instance in which they point a gun at a person.
Ah.
So it seems like, I mean, there does need to be more accountability. I've seen some like crazy videos where cops just don't know what's going on right away and just like run over to a car and pull their guns and start screaming and shit. And it's just because a little girl walked out of the store with a doll
Yeah.
and the mom didn't know. And it's like, whoa, that's a little fucking extreme, guys, don't you think? But no, so this is just, you know, they need to document every time, but I also think this is a little too far. Like, I mean, every single time, really, just like red tape. When do you have to fill out the paperwork? Is it like, I mean, is it going to get to the point where before a police officer draws a gun, they have to fill out paperwork ahead of time? And it just gets like weighted down in paperwork so that no policing can get done.
Yeah, that was your argument in the news notes, which I'd like to add. You can check out our live news notes yourself if you go to woz.lol or just greasyconversation.com, the website. You go over there, look at this particular broadcast's post, and you can look at the same newsy nuggets we're scrolling through too, including the other piece of spider news that I saw in here, which is kind of more something SpiderMan, like related that you put in here. Some kind of spider. SpiderMan is out of the MCU.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Sony took him back
Dude, why?
because Disney had too much of a. They wanted too much.
I know. It's like I finally feel like they had a really good Spider-Man movie. Like it's better than the Raimi ones were decent at the time. The third one was kind of whatever, and I never got into the other ones, the Amazing Spider-Man. But this one I finally felt was good. And like they had a good actor, and where the movies felt like better than the old Raimi ones. But then, man, it's unfortunate. It's kind of depressing.
I don't understand. Like, cue me in on what this. So he's out of Marvel. So Spider-Man's not in Marvel anymore.
Right.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe.
That's like I didn't process that as real.
Yeah,
Like,
because like
I thought there was like an injury to someone that played Spider-Man, and MCU was like a hospital wing for a minute there.
No.
I remember what it is now.
no, so I guess like Disney like owns the character.
Because they own Marvel.
Yeah, but then Sony owns like the distribution rights. So like you
They
can't.
couldn't come together on an agreement.
Yeah, they
That's
basically couldn't
crazy.
because Disney. At first, people were pissed at Sony before the full story came out, but it turns out that it looks like Disney was just wanting a bigger cut of the pie, and yeah, so they just said fuck it, which is just, you know, might have
Yeah.
to be Spider-Man.
It all seems like a crazy mess with everyone trying to separate these streaming systems to where you've got like a whole bunch of $6 to $12 fees every month
Right.
if everyone's going to make their own network.
Yeah. Like Disney's coming out with theirs. I don't even remember when that's coming out, like next year or something.
That kind of makes sense, but not the idea of DC having one. The DC one kind of cracks me up.
Is there a DC one?
Not yet, but it's like a plan.
Really?
DC has one.
Really?
Yeah, they have the
Yeah.
swamp, they have
Is it
the
like a
swamp
thing
thing
now?
in there, and it already got canceled.
Oh, man.
And that was on Hulu, I think,
Yeah.
or something. I saw that on maybe, I don't know. Maybe I just saw previews.
No,
of
they
it.
have that. It's already out. DC,
Yeah,
the DC
yeah.
thing. Yeah, it's already out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought,
Maybe they do like a cross thing with Hulu because I see a lot of DC shows on Hulu,
They might.
or maybe those are already on TV. I don't know. But I always feel like DC are just like something about DC and who makes their shows and movies. Just
Dumb comics. DC.
yeah. I guess, man. I was never a huge DC fan, so.
Me either.
But I mean, I like the Flash. That's the only really superhero I dig. But all right, enough of that. You've betrayed us all, Disney.
enough of that. Wait. I think we've got to pay a couple Bob Thorntons real quick.
Oh, we're gonna start right off pacing Bob Thornton's. We just got here.
Yeah, we kind of missed the first chunk.
It's all right. Yeah, let's
Shuffling
pay
things
them. Let's
around.
pay them Bob Thorntons, and yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, RadioVegas.rocks listeners, I'm sure you've heard by now that if you download the free RadioVegas.rocks app and register it, you have a chance of winning 2 VIP tickets to the hottest residency in town, Aerosmith. That's right, these 2 VIP tickets will put you on stage with the band. It also includes 2 round-trip tickets and a 3-day, 2-night stay to see one of the greatest rock bands ever. Just download the app, register to win, share it with your friends, and you may see Aerosmith in Las Vegas on November 21st. For more details, just visit RadioVegas.rocks. Don't wait too long. Do it now.
To protect your sensitive side. See? Sensitive.
Come on, dude, take it to the hole.
Let's face it, every once in a while, we all need a little help. A call to the bullpen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, have I got a product for you. Rick Knucklecock here to tell you about an exciting new product called Spunk Lube. Yes, Spunk Lube, the all-water soluble lubricant that'll help you perform in the bedroom. Yes, Spunk Lube. You can use it to loosen pickle jars. Play a game of Hide the Pickle. Hide the Pickle. Use it to grease your ball bearings. Do you have a squeaky back door? Squeaky door. Need to glaze a ham? Or how about frost a donut? Frosted donut. Yes, Spunk Lube. And boy, do I have an offer for you. If you call now and mention RadioVegas.rocks and order 3 jars of Spunk Lube, you get 2 for free. They often say 2's a crowd, but 3's a party. Spunk Lube. Visit us at spunklube.com.
This is an urgent health notice for all residents suffering from back, neck, knee, and wrist pain. You may qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you, but the deadline is fast approaching. Simply call the Health Alert Hotline now.
You heard right. You may qualify for a pain-relieving back, neck, knee, or wrist brace. These items may even be covered by Medicare or your private insurance. The Health Alert Hotline is your brace company. These specialized braces have been tested for pain relief. Call us toll-free right now to determine your eligibility and to learn how to use your private insurance or Medicare to minimize your out-of-pocket cost. Don't wait. If the deadline passes, you may lose your opportunity to get a pain-relieving back, neck, knee, or wrist brace at little or no cost to you.
800-238-4840. 800-238-4840. 800-238-4840. That's 800-238-4840.
If you love tacos, then you will love Pinch's Tacos, located at 9205 West Russell Road. It's an awesome place for lunch, dinner, or heck, both. Here at RadioVegas.rocks, we love this place so much that if you mention us and order a blood orange margarita, they will give you a free gringo taco. That's right. You heard me. I said a free freaking taco. They have 2 locations in the Las Vegas Valley, but to get in and out of the deal, you must visit the Russell location. Again, that location is 9205 West Russell Road. Go check out Pinch's Tacos.
Welcome back. It's Greasy Conversation time on Radio Vegas .rocks. That's what you tell our sponsors when you call them repeatedly and get their foods and such. And we're back with Crazy J. Get ready. News time is happening. Craig's doing it.
Yeah, so this is a good one. You know, I got to take any opportunity to get in on some flat earth nonsense. I don't know why. It's like an addiction. I'm going to have to go to flat earth rehab here pretty soon.
Flat party.
Yeah, flat party. But this one's a little different. You know, normally we're just always shitting on flat earthers, but, you know, not quite today. So these 2 guys in New Zealand, Queenstown, New Zealand, Louis Lands and Jamie Matthew Sutherland, were having a nice friendly dinner between pals, sharing a couple drinks. And eventually the conversation turns to whether the earth is flat or not. And at some point, our buddy Louis Lands bets his friend $10,000 that the earth is indeed flat. All right. So, okay, friendly bet. Is he joking? What's going on? No, they don't really go into too much detail. So eventually it just keeps escalating. And like the one guy who made the bet is avoiding the other guy. And at like every opportunity, that guy, whenever he runs into him, he, he's just like trying to get his money. He's like, you bet me 10, but who's really going to bet $10,000 on something like that? Seriously, So eventually he runs into the guy again and he tells him, if you don't pay it, I'll get a crossbow and I'll shoot you and your father, put you in the trunk, and they'll never see you again.
The crossbow was my favorite part.
Yeah.
Of course, a conspiracy between friends, a controversy, I mean to say, over a flat Earth is going to be among the same people that would also own crossbows.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, of course, not that crossbows are stupid or relating to stupid people. They're quite an intelligent contraption of about the time when people still believed the Earth was flat. From like that
but no
era.
one ever did.
It's like time
That's
period.
That's like
I went out on a blind date with a woman that thought the Earth was flat.
Yeah, that's great. That's a deal breaker.
How long did that last? Did you make it through the whole thing?
Yeah, it was halfway while we were finished with dinner.
Oh,
and then we were drinking, and she goes, "You know that I'm a flat earther, right?" And I was like, "No." She goes, "How do you feel about that?" I go, "I feel that you could be an idiot."
Yeah,
what I'm talking about.
I said, "How do you feel that Earth is flat, but the sun and the moon is round, and you can see that it's round?" She goes, "It's from how you're standing on it. If you were to stand on the moon, it would be flat too."
Oh no.
Perceptually, you can operate, you can go about your life as if it's flat.
Then she tried to show me that stupid YouTube video of the guy that has the saucer. Have you seen this thing?
No.
He takes a saucer, and then he takes like water and he pours it in the saucer. And he goes, "See, the Earth is flat. That's why it fills up with water and floods." What? And I was like, "Well, take it. Why don't you take a tennis ball and pour the water on it and watch it drip off? It's called gravity."
Yeah.
Idiot.
Oh man.
Water on things wettens them.
Oh Lord, honey child. I don't know if I can handle all that.
Flat Earth.
Yeah.
I like that.
But she did say I had nice penis genes, so I let it go.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean that's all that really matters.
I don't know what that
So
meant.
awkward. You're gonna talk about my jeans that way?
Yeah.
They're hand-me-downs.
Yeah. Do you like how she doesn't introduce like this thought as "I believe the Earth is flat" or "Did you know the Earth was flat" or "Do you agree with me that the Earth is flat?" No, I'm a flat earther. It's all about this club that I'm in. Did you know I'm a member of this thing?
Yeah.
It's really hip. Have you heard about it?
It's an exclusive club. I bet it is.
Yeah.
Well, that's like my brother joined, and this was like years ago. But there's a forum. I don't know if this is where it all started, but it's just the Flat Earth Society. And it was started as like a debate forum because the idea was that if you could argue that the Earth was flat and like in a really logical way, then you can argue for anything.
Yeah.
But then like
a thought exercise.
People didn't catch on to the idea that like we don't really believe the Earth is flat. We're just trying to like practice arguing for arguing, But yeah.
Yeah, and in that spirit, it's like fun. But all these people thinking it's real took the fun out of pretending the Earth was flat.
Yeah, right. Like, the Earth isn't even real anymore.
Like, what are we supposed to do with hashtag space is fake now? That was really fun for a while.
Yeah.
And now it doesn't feel the same. It feels...
My favorite new one is No Earth Society. The Earth isn't even real. Like,
it's not that none of this is real, just the Earth part. The ground below us, that part's fake. You and I, we're all real people.
Yeah, totally.
Are we, though? There's no proof that we're real.
Some of us. I'm sure some people are very much not real people.
Let's not take this somewhere crazy. I'm just saying the Earth isn't real.
Yeah.
I'm not saying all kinds of crazy stuff like you and I or anything other than people walking around with lizard parents.
Right.
It's not that weird.
Although, I do understand where this guy's coming from. I remember I'm like kind of a devil's advocate, and I remember my younger days being in bars and making some really dumb bets, writing them out on paper. Where I remember one time I bet this guy, I was like, this was before 2012 or something, when there was the whole Mayan, thing, and Planet Xenu is going to come. I didn't even believe it. But because I was such a devil's advocate, I was just arguing for it. And I was so drunk, I was just like, all right, you know what? I'll tell you what. let's get a piece of paper. If this doesn't happen, you can chop off my finger. You can just chop off my. I sat down and wrote a contract with the dude, and there was this chick at the bar who was like studying to get her law degree and shit, and we got her involved in it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But you can't legally
I know.
obligate finger chopping.
Yeah, I still have my fingers, so obviously, but you know.
Man, that was a dark era for Greg.
Yeah, right. Dude, I just sometimes you gotta wonder what it's like to like have one less finger, I guess.
Jeez.
You know?
Well.
You don't have your sound effects today?
I think that was one of them. That was the submarine of news. It just occurred. What was different than that in our usual sound effects? Don't question it.
Oh yeah, it's very sounds more polished.
I didn't say I hated it. I just said what happened to the other stuff.
That was it. It just happened just there.
Oh, okay.
It's the same one you know and love.
That means you'll add it later.
Yeah, I'll just handle everything in post.
Now I'm going to look so cheap because I'm not adding it later. Nor am I cutting that out.
Nice.
Tell your friends, everybody. We can't do it without you. It takes a community. Make sure you mention Greasy Conversation to your loved ones and their pets.
That's why it's very important to donate to RadioVegas.rock so we can keep the sound machine going.
That's right. There's a PayPal link at greasyconversation.com. I'll be processing all those funds from that source. Donate to...
Make sure the sound machine's running.
Hashtag sound machine needs to run.
Yes, sound machine needs to run.
If we don't feed that monkey, it's just bad news, man.
No.
You know?
Gets clogged up with dead gerbils in there. Just stinking on their wheels.
All right. Real quick. So apparently, we're getting a Matrix 4.
Matrix 4.
It's greenlit. Starring Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss, supposedly.
The thing is about the whole Matrix series that just ruined it for me is the people as batteries.
I know.
If it were people as like nodes in a processor.
Processing power, yeah.
Yeah, that made sense. If there's some way we can be like, yeah, that one guy, he was new. He didn't explain it to you right, Neo. They're not, batteries is like a crude metaphor. These are actually something that makes sense now today, like processor nodes or anything else besides goddamn batteries.
That was only in like the first movie for just like 2 minutes, and that ruined the whole series for you?
Yes.
Damn, son.
I have to appreciate it, like actively forgetting that, and it's getting difficult to get over it at this point. I'm getting more crotchety, and there's more days than others that I'm waking up and I'm thinking, batteries, really? Why?
I don't think you've really even given it that much thought.
Oh no, knowing Woz, he totally has.
Yeah.
He probably spends whole days like just struggling with the concept. He's like, really, guys?
Yeah.
Batteries?
I'm pouring my Zip Fizz into my teacup in the morning, and I'm thinking, there's so many better power sources. These people, they probably have fusion. They probably have thorium. There's probably like solar. How much electricity do people make? Like as batteries? We're not.
Probably not that much.
Rub a balloon on us? How do you even get electricity from people? Where you rub a balloon in your hair and zap people? Is that what we're doing here? Matrix?
Right.
Keanu? It's just really the only problem I have with Keanu as a person.
Is that he was in the Matrix movies?
No, it's just that one moment of that one Matrix movie. If we could just edit that part out and just move on amicably, I'm there. I'm there for
I mean,
Matrix 4.
he demanded that be added in the film, actually.
He was like, it makes sense.
Can we have a redaction?
It makes
Redact
sense.
But I mean, what's the Matrix 4 going to be about? Is it just like, surprise, you were in a bigger Matrix the whole time?
Matrix 4.
They find out that they killed his dog. Oh, wait. That's a totally different movie.
Dude, that would be great if they tied in like the Matrix and John Wick, man.
Yeah. You look an awful lot like Neo. Who?
Right? Oh, man, dude. The John Wick films are just pure, unadulterated fun.
Yeah.
They're just great, man.
Matrix 4, AAA.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
The first one was D, then C, then double A. Now Matrix, triple A. That's how we number them now.
Hey, what's it gonna be called? Like, just Matrix reboot?
Yeah, reboot, like, the whole plot.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. Like, I don't. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, he comes back from the dead.
I know I'm not the only person hung up on this battery thing. Even Matrix fans, I've pointed them in the face and made them.
I can tell you who's not hung up on it.
Yeah?
Anita Neal. She said, I've never even seen one Matrix movie.
Great.
Oh, sacrilege.
Well, I can tell you which part to skip.
All of one.
Yeah, there needs to be like a redemption edition.
Yeah.
But you can't skip all of one because was 2 really that great?
No, I wasn't a big fan of any of them.
Really? I dig the first one, and the second and third one have a lot of parts that could probably be left out, I feel like.
Yeah, I've never been so all in and then so all out on a movie.
Yeah, that's a good way to put
Matrix.
it. Yeah. I like the whole trilogy. You're like,
I never saw the ones after the first one.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Man.
It ruined it that hard for me. I was that over that idea.
You're like,
I can't underestimate this.
like, what, I want to go.
I'm surprised we're even talking about it.
I'm still upset. I
wanna
can't let it go.
watch this movie about fucking batteries. What the fuck? Come on. Like, all right, moving on from the fucking
movie was
Matrix.
30 years ago.
Right.
It's still bothering
It's coming
me.
back.
I'm having good days. I'm having bad days, you guys.
Just take that red pill and forget about it.
Yeah.
One red pill a day.
All right. Let's move on to some real.
Yeah, it's some entertainment news there.
Yeah,
That was an
so-
interesting twist for us.
Some people found more than $1 million in cocaine that was hidden in boxes of bananas at 3 different grocery
How
stores.
come I can never find that?
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll be tumbling through the bananas in my grocery store now.
It's like, here's the thing, like, whenever I'm out, I'm always looking for suspicious shit. I'm like, is there something someone dropped that could have been drugs or money or whatever, you know? And I never find it. So I think the thing is you just have to be completely innocent. Never, ever think about cocaine. You can never have done cocaine before in your life. And that's when you'll find just a couple kilos. They'll just land in your lap.
Yeah, those are the jerks that get the rando cocaine.
What the fuck, man?
Or those kids that find it washed up on the beach and they end up
Yeah,
like dying.
Right? Like, it's just...
Teach your kids how to handle their shit.
Right? Like, this
Then-
world is fucking not fair.
No.
That's all I gotta say. Right? Everyone should be finding a lot of cocaine.
There should be like training, like you get practice. So if it does wash up on the beach, you can like handle it.
And I mean, look at these people. They find brown paper bags full of cocaine, and what do? They call the police. I don't know.
But I mean, which friend of yours do you get to be the first person to try it? Do you have anyone in your like crew that you're like, you get to be the mystery powder test person?
No.
I've got a mystery powder story. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I was working at this LED place. We ordered stuff from China all the time. Stuff was always coming in from different Chinese factories, direct from the factories. This box came in from a factory that we were working with. And I opened it, and it was this bag of white powder, almost like grayish powder. And like no explanation in English of what it was or anything. So we were trying to figure out why they sent us this instead of like a LED sign or something.
Mm-hmm.
Something very different. And the boss dude hit him up, and they were like, oh no, we switched the packages. Your sign went to this other person, this testing lab. Our white powder that we use in fluorescent lights that coat the inside of fluorescent lights was sent to you by mistake. Don't touch it. It's super toxic. We were sending it to some testing lab to find out exactly how toxic it is, if we can sell it in America or not. And meanwhile, I had already like opened the thing and like touched it. And I was trying to dare one of my other coworkers to snort it and stuff.
Oh, man. That would have been great.
We were about to do our own tests on it.
Man. Dude.
Yeah, one of my fingers is still gray.
Why is this eating the top of my mouth?
Right?
That's how you know it's working. Oh, that's the good shit. Wait for the drip.
Wait for the
Oh,
drip.
dude. That's the problem with being like just having struggled with like an addiction in the past or something is like some of those like mindsets don't leave. Like
Yeah, at least the thought, the suggestion
when
pops up.
you go over to your someone's house and there's a party and you go to the bathroom and you have to argue with yourself for like 5 minutes not to check the medicine cabinet, even though you haven't done like drugs in like 10 years or hard drugs, you know, or like
Well, there's a part that just like wants to look in the cabinet.
yeah, you just gotta know. Or like, what's this white powder? I mean, it might not be anything, but it could be something, you know? Just like, and it's not like you didn't just find random cocaine or whatever.
It's like plaster of Paris or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. But you just gotta know.
Soap.
Oh, pancake batter, great.
Now I know.
Cool, get some pancakes for breakfast. Man.
Thank God it's not waffle batter.
Yeah. Pancake batter is one thing, but waffle batter,
Oh, man.
that's a whole entirely different substance that's completely different that you buy at the store in a different package with different labeling on it, clearly differentiating it as waffle batter rather than pancake batter.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's ever used them interchangeably, ever. It's dangerous even. You could.
It is.
When you get a waffle iron, they warn you not to use pancake batter. It could seriously damage
Sticks.
it. Yeah.
Sticks, that's the thing.
It totally will make it into something other than a waffle. It's really still a pancake shaped like a waffle because they're extremely different. Anyway.
All right, this is just a quick one. This is just silly because this was like a meme. I don't know how many years ago about people injecting marijuanas and stuff. Has anyone ever heard that? Like,
I snorted Keef once and it itched inside my face for like 12 hours.
Snorted what?
you snorted Keef?
Keef, very, very fine, granulated, powdery, just the finest
Weed.
of dusted
Yeah.
weed. Like weed that was such a fine, like silky, flour-like consistency that I thought surely that it would...
I just thought you said queef. That's why.
I snorted Queef.
He could have been down there.
That's hot. No, you pay for that.
Yeah,
That's an
well,
expensive... Yeah,
Yeah, that's a specialty right
no,
there.
totally.
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
You have to hire someone armed and ready if you want to snort a queef.
So, is your,
Yeah.
you gotta send me to your person while it's on scent now.
So yeah, I snorted this weed, this keefed up weed, and it was like I might as well have snorted the tree branches, like whole branches.
Oh man, yeah.
It was
I can
that would have been
imagine.
less itchy.
Yeah, because in case people don't know, like certain drugs don't actually do anything to you unless they're taken into your body a certain way. Like
Yeah.
some drugs have to be processed through your stomach or mucous membranes or something like that. I don't imagine that like snorting Keef would work. Did you get stoned at all?
I wouldn't know because I was suffering so much from
like ever, yeah.
sneezy crying.
Oh man.
There's too much sneezy crying to appreciate any positivity there.
So this was just on this like Fox News morning show. I don't know what it's called, Fox News in the morning. Who knows? But they just, it's like a little round table show. They're casually chatting. But one of these dudes, besides like trying to rebrand convicted felons as justice-involved persons.
Justice involved. Which, I mean, I appreciate a little bit of rebranding for all the people we incarcerate for stupid stuff that's not even illegal, that we still have them in jail for like old weed crimes and stuff. But I mean, there's actual criminals too.
Yeah.
That's still a thing.
But anyway, he was just he
justice
actually
involved.
mentioned on television that he was concerned about people laying in the street shooting up marijuana.
Well, that's a problem.
I mean, that could
is.
be really dangerous for them health-wise. If people are
Right.
doing that, we definitely should stop them. Like, yo, it's not going to work that way. You're wasting drugs.
I know, like, why are you wasting that weed? Like, give me that shit, dude. Get out of here.
Just going to
You
throw
don't
it
fucking deserve that.
under your skin.
You don't deserve that. Get out of here. Like, I don't even know if you could, like, inject, like, really concentrated THC oils if it would work the same way.
That'd be like the thickest, gummiest thing ever.
Yeah, it
If
just
not-
seems really weird. Like, it's not possible, but anyway, yeah.
Inject that into my pipe.
Dude, that's like one of my favorite, like, grandpa sayings. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Oh,
It's
man.
like, all right, so
We were looking at carpet. This is a carpet sample. I'm not going to smoke that in my pipe. Grandpa, what are you saying?
why are you trying to make me smoke synthetic materials, Grandpa? What's wrong with you?
It's like woven plastic. I'm going to get cancer.
I fucking hate you, you little bastard.
Your relationship with your grandpa, though.
Yeah. It is what it is.
They're very close.
Yeah. That was the whole thing. Like, he started me young, we just try to get each other to smoke random shit, You know how it goes, that game.
That game. I played that with my grandpa, too.
Yeah,
Here's a Lego.
Right. All right, so we see these optical illusion things that end up usually dividing people very starkly. They
You
usually
like the
pop up.
dress.
Yeah, like the dress. Is it blue or gold? Is it and it very obviously seems like one thing. Well, this new one, this video, is of what looks very obviously like a bird with its beak open being pet, but people are tripping out on it if it's
Oh, no, where is it?
a bunny. I think it's
Bird. Just holler. Oh, I mean, it's definitely a bird, right? Is your note on it? I found it.
yeah.
I found it.
So pull that shit up.
Yeah, let's learn together, you guys. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, I saw this today.
Okay.
Right?
let's-
Like, it's very obviously like a bird with its beak open.
That's what it seems like. Dare I hit the play button? What's going to happen to me?
I think it's really quiet.
I'm going to see a
It doesn't really change. It's just the person petting the bird.
No, we just get an ad first, and then. But so, is there a controversy on that? Some people are thinking it's a bunny. Okay, man.
Right? But
really,
it
really doesn't look like a bunny.
No.
These people have very low resolution cell phones.
I mean, I guess that could be it. But
Yeah, like if you think this is a bunny, I really, really feel bad for your eyesight. Like it's not like the dress where there's an illusion of how you perceive color. This is like, these are obviously sharp beak chunks that if you're seeing bunny ears, you really you need to get a new screen protector. You dropped your phone too many times.
Yeah.
One of those things. This is really cute though. I'm kind of feeling really relaxed and mesmerized by the way this
Yeah.
bird's loving this petting.
it is, in fact, a bird, but
I mean, I can see a bunny if I strain.
I don't know. The beak totally looks like wrong to me. But it also reminds me, I don't know if you guys remember. I
If
think,
you look at it this way, see, so you have the
Yeah.
face of the bunny here, and that would be the ears. That's how they're seeing it as the bunny.
yeah, the ears look totally wrong to me. Like, I tried to see it, but I'm like, an ear doesn't like curve in like that where both of them would be like folded in toward each other. But, whatever.
Bunny.
It's a fucking bird.
It's definitely a bird, but I can see if you're looking at it that angle,
Yeah.
Yeah.
why you would see a bunny.
I could see it, yeah.
But I can also see why you might think the earth is flat if you live your life in that lower resolution, guys.
True, yeah.
Up your resolution.
I don't know, do you guys remember the whole Berenstein Bear thing?
Yes.
Like a couple years
that's
ago?
crazy. Yeah. Because I remember it wrong too. This is supposed to be an example of everyone having a memory wrong. Like
Yeah,
a false
yeah.
memory instance. Okay, you should explain it because I'm just
It
jumping into
was,
the middle.
it was, for the longest time, I think I remembered as a kid being like the Berenstein Bears.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's what it looked like, and that's what I thought the teacher said.
It was like
that's what I read.
Beren Stein, But then it came out later and it was like, does everyone remember this being the Berenstein Bears when it's like the Bernstein Bears?
It's like Berenstain. Like
Yeah, it
Berens-
was like a totally different spelling or something.
And it's
but
spelled like stain in real life, and I didn't remember it that way at all.
yeah, just that's how we know that the Earth isn't real,
Yeah, that's not proof of a simulation, they say.
right?
No, I think it's proof of how crappy all our memories are.
yeah, that's what it's really proof of.
Candy chimed in with, my bunny used to fucking bite my Pikachu.
Wait, like it was a
So
little.
what part of her body is her Pikachu?
You know what part it is.
Was it like a little Pikachu doll that the bunny went to town on?
Star Bear.
Aw. Did she eat a lot of
Starbucks.
carrots? I'm
We'll have
wondering
to-
what you do to get a bunny interested in that area. Is there peanut butter on there or something?
Just gotta just lay some carrots and celery. Yeah. Maybe you can.
That's hot.
And then I didn't get a chance to super read in this one. Texas. might have accidentally decriminalized
She said
marijuana.
play the theme song. What theme song? I don't even think that's it.
Oh, okay. Any excuse, you know. Okay, so we were talking just a moment ago before we had an extra introduction there about the accidental legalization, or rather decriminalization of marijuana by Texas. And I did read up into this, and I can't find Texas by spelling taxes. That's an awful situation when your state is spelled like taxes. Really, it's close, almost like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, swap it around. Sax it.
Oh, this is one of those things where they like decriminalized hemp.
Yes, exactly.
Got you.
This has happened in other states. They decriminalized hemp, and the law for how much you're able to possess this happy fella. They don't have a way of testing how much THC is in what they confiscate for someone. So anyone can say, nah, this is hemp. I'm just smoking THC-free CBD flower, which is a thing. You can get flower that's bred to just be CBD-like and not have a lot of...
Has like almost no THC, yeah.
Well below the limit that they certified. But until they can test it, these people just sit in limbo and they're basically unprosecutable. Haha.
Nice, I like that. In between the law. There's actually the same thing happens like federally, but it was really swept under the rug right away. And I don't know if they changed it immediately afterwards, like when they realized what they did. By doing like this exact same thing, like decriminalizing hemp.
Yeah, basically
federally.
federal, yeah.
But I'm sure they can just like draft new shit and be like, oh, that's not really what we meant.
They can, but they can't quickly. So there's at least going to be a grace period of uncriminaliness. That's what they call it.
But just like no one cares anymore, man.
Yeah, just let it go.
No one cares anymore, dude.
Well, who cares is privatized prisons. And the prison guards rally against legalizing marijuana, and there's no covering up why that would be their motivation. If there's less people incarcerated, there's less need for prison guards, and if you keep something illegal, then more people can get incarcerated for it.
Candy says legalize all drugs.
There's a strong argument to that, actually, with guidance and programs, because criminalizing a drug doesn't stop someone from taking it, as well as a good social program, even programs that they've tried and still continue to do in other countries, like in the Netherlands and such, where they'll give people access to drugs that we criminalize. It's illegal for them to buy it on the street still, but if they've got an addiction, they make sure it's easier for this person to come and talk to this counselor to access the drug than for them to get it on the streets. Or you get it for free from having someone like try to talk you through the life problems that's putting you through this thing, then you're less likely to do it. Or it's just a drug that's if you're still functional, then maybe we should step off. But if it's a drug that's really holding someone back in their life, it's the same kind of person that needs help anyway.
Yeah,
so
for
might
sure.
as well make them come to the drug and stay for the counseling.
It's like it's a mental health issue, not like a criminal issue. Yeah.
Candy says, a criminal plant? Please. Who gives a fuck?
Criminal plant.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Arrest that plant.
What's that? A rubber tree? A ficus?
Right.
Jail them.
It's deciduous. Book them, Dano. Oh, man.
It's a deciduous state. It's a dry state.
Right. All right, we got this too. We had a story similar to this probably like a month ago about a guy impersonating an officer who pulled over an actual off-duty officer.
Yeah, you found an extreme version.
Yeah, so this dude in Hicksville, New York, that's a place.
That title.
That's a fucking place. So he was posing as an officer, and he was driving a Nissan or some shit, a black Nissan Sentra, and he pulled over a van that was full of police detectives.
Why?
So like they're probably going on like a sting operation or some shit, and he pulls their ass over, and then of course like soon enough they reveal who they are, and the dude just bolts, and eventually gets caught. So.
I don't get, do you live in a place where the cops can just get ticket money, just cash right then? What do you even do pulling someone over? Like, oh, write them this fake ticket. And then when they go to the website for the DMV to pay their ticket, why are you going to get the money from this fake ticket? Like, how do you cash in on this?
That could be an angle.
I guess you'd extort people and be like,
Yeah,
well,
you
you could give
extort
me...
people because people don't really know what a cop's willing to do. Like if it's a cop who's willing to take like $50 instead of a ticket, write you a ticket, you know?
Yeah.
But if it's a shady dude posing as a cop, hell yeah, they're gonna do that all day. Sometimes like predators pose as cops and like try to get women in separate areas. Sometimes they do it to rob people. So I mean, there's reasons they do it, but you gotta plan a little better.
Yeah.
But this dude, he don't look like there's much planning involved.
He's got kind of like a baby cop face.
Yeah,
he looks like a cop when it's a baby still. Before they grow him up.
That's a great definition of baby cop face.
Right.
A cop when it's a baby still.
Yeah. Oh, look at this cute little baby cop.
You're like fresh out the egg.
It's only killed 2 people. Dude.
I'm not clearing my throat. That's a sound effect. Don't confuse the two. I don't have like a weird throat thing today. These are totally mild explosions.
This is I swear I've seen these like ecstasy pills before, not personally, but I've seen this like story pop up. I think they've been in rotation for a while, but the Donald Trump ecstasy pills.
Oh, like with his face on them?
Where they're just like printed like Donald Trump's face.
This guy's face though. It's funny that it looks like a food. It looks like a noodle.
Right. I just love like this
looks like a SpaghettiO.
Yeah.
This article is just like MDMA is the new MAGA. It just cracks me up, man.
So if you've never had a pressed pill, people make them look like all kinds of different things.
Yeah.
It's a thing. Any kind of recognizable shape that like
Nike swoosh, alien heads, Darth Vader,
Playboy bunny,
any little circles with a peace sign on them,
yin yangs.
Yeah,
definitely see yin yangs.
You know.
Not like I see a bunch of them go past my desk all the time or something.
Yeah, it's been like years since I've been like bothered with pressies, but
yeah, because it's like they're half meth anyway.
Yeah, most of them. Yeah,
enjoy yourself. Oh, you just want Adderall that someone diluted with baby aspirin. Have fun.
Right.
Oh, it's like Child's Novocaine. Anyway, you're not getting a lot of MDMA in pressies.
I just wonder, but like, do the Donald Trump ones, do they like make you talk like him? Like, are they different? Like, that's
right before you have a stroke. That's.
I don't know. It's just kind of funny to me.
It looks like Cheetos powder is going to come off on your fingers touching it.
I mean, did they have Barack Obama ecstasy pills? They probably did, right?
I think that like to have a person's head is kind of a new level because it's a lot of detail in
Yeah,
like a face.
right. You have to get like a custom mold.
Yeah, you can see it's not holding the detail that well. It's not like the best
Yeah,
picture.
like
there's extra neck
is
and
Donald
stuff.
Trump the first president to appear as an ecstasy pill? I think so.
Whoa, that might be historic. That might be a legitimate achievement. He did so much for drug culture in America. All right, let's celebrate it. I like the person that they show as the sad fella, like responsible for this or whatever. You know, that guy.
Right.
For audio listeners, one of his eyes is just a little higher up than the other. But besides that, looks like a pretty normal dude.
I bet he's not.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
It's not every day that you get this masterpiece of carvingmanship.
Carvingsmanship.
I don't know how you make a pill press, but I imagine there's carving.
Yeah, sure.
3D print? It's a 3D print?
Yeah, you can 3D print that. 3D print pill presses all day, man.
Yeah, I mean, look at the chunks. Look at the inconsistencies in it. We're all judging his like mix or whatever. There's like little light colored
like, oh
parts.
man, no way I'd buy this pill, dude. You kidding me? $25? You kidding me, bro? I mean, really? Like, it doesn't even look like him. I mean, it kind of does.
It's part of it. How am I supposed to frame this and put it on my wall?
Right. It's a collector's item, bro.
Yeah,
I don't even do ecstasy, man.
Why don't we look at a pressed pill design every episode now?
All right.
This is like a fun world. I'm like excited about this.
All right.
Pressies segment.
All right. All right. So apparently, as we're finding out more and more, it seems like every week, if not sooner, that the Earth is due for a lot of close calls with asteroids.
Oh yeah, everyone's going to be thinking that asteroids are flying at the Earth all the time now, just because we're actually paying attention.
Right.
Because they always did, but we're only recent into tracking them, and like the tech for tracking them is actually relatively young.
Yeah, and it's getting a lot better, like really quickly.
So this 2,100-foot asteroid is on track to skim Earth.
Yeah, and it's going to be pretty close. Well, as far as like space shit is concerned, because it's big, space is big, but it's close enough that it should kind of freak humans out.
Yeah, I don't want it to hit Arizona, but I don't want it to not skim Arizona. Right? It's not like a direct hit, but just like a little ricochet or like a little, just
have a little few pieces like break off
yeah,
over Arizona.
Yeah, what do you call it when like a bullet doesn't go in you, but it still like
just grazes you.
Grazes, yeah.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Just graze Arizona. Not that I'm like
I mean,
if there's one place, why not choose the place we care about the least? Not that it's
I mean, Arizona could use a good grazing.
Yeah, I could do better for them.
You can do a lot of good things.
Yeah.
But I mean, in all honesty,
sell
like
some souvenirs from the grazing.
which of us couldn't use a good grazing?
Right. Nothing personal. People live in Arizona.
Yeah.
But the place itself, it could use something.
It needs some help.
Yeah. Needs a little attention. Hey, I see you messing with the Zip Fizz over there, Jay.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite flavors, the pink lemonade situation, or is that a grapefruit one?
This is grapefruit.
Not bad, but pink lemonade's my homie.
Well, I got to tell you, the peach mango that is new is the best flavor ever.
It's like Rasta colors. You can't miss it. Peach mango situation. I know they're a sponsor. I'm legally obligated to mention that, but I'll be talking about them anyway because Zip Fizz is like my life energy right now.
Yeah, it gets me through some tough times, man.
I have a dedicated teacup at home. That's my Zip Fizz teacup.
Yeah?
Sprinkle it in there because I like to watch it form this like foam colony with like nice surface area.
Yeah, it does that.
It does like a little ballerina dance as it goes down into the water. It looks like that Dave Matthews Band logo that's like the dancer made out of smoke, but it's life-giving Zip Fizz instead.
You are weird.
I don't know shit about Dave Matthews, man.
Now you do.
But I know a lot about Zip Fizz.
Unfortunately. Unfortunately, now I know something about Dave Matthews. Great.
Yeah, you need a water bottle for that
do.
fella? That's right. We're fizzing it up in front of you today because...
I can't...
No, you should. I usually do. I've had some fizz episodes.
Yeah, I can't... Well, I was going to say, I can't drink it without water.
No, you really, really shouldn't.
It tastes awful.
It's not just a taste thing, but it'll try to use all of your moisture to become a drink from like your saliva and throat juices. So you'll be like rapidly...
I advise that you don't do that.
It'll turn your insides to juice in your throat and stuff, and then you'll become like throat bones. It's like bone on bone in the throat.
Throat bones.
Yeah. Man, don't get me started about throat bones. That's going to be my new indie comic book. Marvel presents Throat Bones.
No, DC will take that one.
Yeah. That's DC territory.
That was actually DC's original name.
Throat Bones Comics.
Oh, man. All right. Real quick. Can we pay some Bob Thorntons?
Yeah, we can
real quick.
We can slide it over to this pocket. We delayed this Bob Thornton break to give you guys a little switch up because we hit the other one on the one time. I don't have to explain myself to you. It's Bob Thornton time. Deal.
Zip Fizz, energy, no sudden crash and calorie, low carb, vitamin B, the healthy energy mix. Zip Fizz.
Zip Fizz, the all-natural, great-tasting, healthy energy mix for those on the go. Zip Fizz.
Zip Fizz, energy, no sudden crash and calorie, low carb, vitamin B, the healthy energy mix. Zip Fizz.
At Albo Pizza, our mission is to bring a menu of savory Italian classics and tasty American fare to the city of Las Vegas. Combining a classic menu of Italian favorites and American fare, Albo Pizza was designed with a variety of palates in mind. United by fresh ingredients prepared daily, all our recipes are homemade, hand-tossed, and hard to resist. Explore their popular pizza offerings or branch out with our burgers and chicken wings. Whichever way you go, their menu is prepared to please. Located at 1510 South Las Vegas Boulevard next to Dino's. Visit them online at www.albopizzalv.com or find them on Facebook. For delivery, call 702-333-2526.
Zip Fizz, energy, no sudden crash and calorie. Low carb, vitamin B, the healthy energy mix. Zip Fizz!
Zip Fizz, the
Remember in the
all-natural
beginning,
great...
when you first started to build a life for you and your family, you never imagined it would come to this. Instead of living your dreams, you're living with debt. In fact, it's smothering you. Now there's a way you can take back control with one simple call. If you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt, you qualify to receive a free, no-obligation consultation on how to get rid of that debt for good. Call the Debt Helpline now. We work on your behalf to reduce your debt. We specialize in credit cards, retail store cards, and medical bills. One simple call is all it takes to get the ball rolling to a debt-free life. Stop living with debt and start living your dreams. Call the Debt Helpline now.
800-709-4389. 800-709-4389. 800-709-4389. That's 800-709-4389.
Hey, Radio Vegas Rocks listeners. It's your favorite troublemaker, Sober Sal from the Not Playing Stupid podcast. I'm headed to Summer Meltdown this weekend to partay. And do you think this degenerate has time to sober up or take a shower to that 4-day music festival? No, ain't gonna happen. The cool things I don't need to. I got Dude Wipes. Dude Wipes aren't your typical ass wipes. Dude Wipes are made from plant-based fibers and are actually certified as flushable. Not only are Dude Wipes alcohol fragrance-free, they're also lined with aloe and vitamin E to ensure your anus isn't so heinous. So go to dudeproducts.com. Someone has to take care of your ass. It might as well be you.
Come on, dude, take it to the hole.
Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crazy J back again to tell you about Angel Wax. We've been telling you about it for a while now. This product is absolutely amazing. Our boy Tommy Davis, the man behind Angel Wax, he has been working hard for you. He has been on tour, he has been traveling, he's done car shows, he's done conventions. He is spreading the gospel of Angel Wax, and it's working. A lot of people are getting into it, they love it. Those car enthusiasts that are spending their weekends detailing it like crazy, love it. If you want to outshine the rest of the cars on the road, the best way to do that is by getting some Angel Wax. Let Tommy Davis know that RadioVegas.rocks sent you to him to try this amazing product. Angel Wax, get in on it today.
Wax of the angels. Angel wax.
You squeeze angels, and that's how you get the angel wax.
Yeah.
Squeeze them so good, and they love it. It's not hurting them. They consent to it. They're paid amicably. They're well-funded in their squeezing that
That's
they
how
go
they
through.
get their wings.
Yeah, you don't get wings without a good squeeze. That's what they say on the walls of the Angel Wax factory.
It's true.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let's give him a good ringing.
It's heavenly.
All right. Speaking of heaven, a place I hope we all make it to someday. This
I'm not betting on it.
It's a place on Earth, and we're there right now in the in the spirit of broadcasting.
Yeah, shit's lame, dog. Heaven fucking blows. All right. So this was a study done to determine if they can tell when a person is going to die just by taking their blood.
Whoa. Oh, like death clock.
Yeah, like a death clock. So they look for 14 specific metabolic substances in your blood that are pretty good at predicting whether you're likely to die in the next 5 to 10 years, apparently. So they did like a long-term study on quite a number of people by, taking their blood, looking for these markers. And then during the study, a chunk of these people died off. And they checked that with their predictions based on the information they gathered. So it's 83% accurate that this technique right now can predict when you're going to die.
They work in your driving habits too. There's got to be like a driving calculator, like let's calculate this a little better.
Oh yeah, I don't think I don't
this
think
natural causes.
Yeah,
death.
it's just kind of like a natural like when's your body clock going out?
Date, yeah,
when's your natural expiration date happening? So that's would you want to know?
Yeah, because here's the thing: I try to beat the clock. Tell me, and then I'll find out what's giving me a low credit score. And then I talk to those creditors, like, oh, too much bread. Okay, I got to talk to the bread man. Stop delivering me all that bread. And then I'm sorry, I'm distracted by the fact that these vials of blood look so much like grape juice. It's just making me super thirsty. Like, it's like, oh, just give them grape juice. And like, oh, you're going to live forever. Your blood was almost pure glucose.
That's the blood of Christ, my friend.
Blood of Christ.
I'm so glad you made that make sense.
We all have it inside of us.
Yeah, we're all grape juice on the inside.
Yep.
But yeah, no, back to your question. I'd want to know because I'd try to like win. I'd try to like beat the game with this cheat sheet of like, here's why you're dying sooner.
See, I don't know if I could know because like I think my brain is just very like pessimistic. Like if like I knew the world was gonna end, I'd be like, all right, we're just fucking shit up because don't nothing matter. Like that's just it doesn't matter. That's how my brain is. So I have to like work really hard not to do that.
So you're like already inclined to like run it like it's the last day anyway. Like you don't need an excuse to tell you to go.
I have to actively practice like not to like just fuck everything up in my life. That's like a daily battle with me. But like if they told me this and they're like, all right, you got 5 years. I'm like, well, fuck. Like I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I want for 5 years. That's how it is.
I'd be like, what's the thing that's making it 5 years? Okay, let's attack that thing. Now take the test again.
See, I don't ask those questions.
I think there's like a hybrid way of going it though. I don't think you're like bad off playing it like you got 5 years or whatever. I think there's like there's some people advise you should live your life as if you're dying tomorrow. And other people advise you should plan for the future. You should plan to have money to put your grandkids through college. You should prepare to live until cars fly through the air with your mind. And they're pretend cars made of ghost forces. And we talk to aliens every day. You should get ready for that future. And I say that there's like an in-between, like a healthy balance. Like you should prepare like you're going to die in 4 months. So don't get ready to die tomorrow. Don't act like you're gonna live for like 90 years or something crazy.
4 months.
Get ready to die in like 4 to 6 months.
And then once you live past that marker, then you're good for another 4 to 6.
Yeah, it's like the horizon.
All right.
You never make it. Every month you recommit to the next 4 months.
Set goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
That way, when you achieve it, you're like, oh, 6 months, I'm still alive.
Like, have you ever not gotten a job because they were like, what's your 5-year plan? And you just started laughing.
Dude, I literally,
like my favorite website didn't even exist 5 years ago. 5-year plan.
Like I was, I don't know, probably like 10 years ago, but I was like trying to get a job through one of these agencies that help you and they call you and they ask you all these questions. And that's one of them. They're like, what kind of career do you see yourself in 5 years? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
Yeah.
I don't even understand. I don't care.
This isn't our grandparents' generation where you get started with a company and you work your way up and then you retire from that one company.
Yeah.
No, our parents got laid off every 2 years. And then we were given a world where it's like, go to college and we'll find you a job. Oh, too late. You just got a bunch of debt. While you're in college, a bunch of other people took the job that we thought we were training you for. So you better find a new career field.
Right.
So you have like a new field every 5 years, let alone being in the same job. You're not even working with the same like category of business every 5 years.
No, so you have to have
ridiculous.
like a very like general skill set that is also specific that can apply to like different companies, I guess.
Yeah,
or either like data analysis or something, you know.
Whatever data isn't going to be analyzed by an algorithm in 5 years.
Yeah.
Whatever physical task won't be done by a robot in 5 years, which is basically like, hey, you want to wager a guess on what you could possibly do 5 years from now?
Right.
Entertainment, hey, all that stuff that people told you couldn't get a job in. Entertainment, design, all the things that America is a hub of now that we're not an industrial center and we don't build things anymore. Those are all the things we were told not to do as kids. Don't do art. Don't try to design things. You're not going to be doing that. Well, there's one person gets to do that. Well, yeah, it's like all that's left to do in America is create. That's all you can do.
Right.
If you can't find a monetization platform for that, live video streaming, that wasn't a thing 5 years ago.
Right.
So it's like, so we wouldn't know. That would be making us shit right now.
Right. I think my answer for that question, I'm going to be an astronaut in 5 years.
Space.
Yep.
Okay, space.
Yeah.
Space Force.
Yeah. Cislunar economy, you guys.
Yeah, isn't like Space Force like officially launching soon, like this week or next week or something?
Sunday, I think.
Yeah, man. The official activation of Space Force.
Does that mean that like a website gets turned on or like some logo graphics become available?
Yeah,
like,
and then there's there's like some general who's like, oh, we have an official Space Force now.
There's some company that makes badges and insignia that is like, yo, we need this whole nother branch of the military. So like every chevron, every pip that goes on a collar has to be specific to this other branch.
Yeah.
And they're just raking in that insignia money.
Right.
Those insignia bucks.
Yeah, them contractor bucks is what it is, man.
Oh man, you guys are not gonna believe what my print shop got as a contract. I got the letterheads for, wait for it, the Space Force.
And they don't even need it for 5 more years, and we already got the money.
All of their internal communication is email, yet I still got a letterheads contract.
Oh man.
Oh man, there's business cards and pens, even though no one writes anything anymore.
Right.
Those things we got those.
Like some guy just like banking all of his life savings on like making all the Space Force pens.
Keychain flashlights.
Pepper spray.
Yeah, Space Force pepper spray. Works in space.
So
in case you need pepper spray.
That would be great.
One of the other 4 astronauts in space with you, you can pepper spray them in the face. America.
Dude, like pepper spray isn't even like, have you ever like even smelled pepper spray that's been sprayed in a room?
Kinda. I've only messed with it like outside.
It is intense, man. Like
I heard it's worse than a stun gun.
I remember when I was in like middle school or something, and some kid brought some and he sprayed it on the bus. And it was just like, shut it down. Everyone get off the fucking bus, because it was suffocating. It literally like chokes you out. Or if you ever like cooked like spicy peppers in the kitchen and no windows open, and it just like smokes your house out and you can't breathe. It's like that, but worse.
I'm afraid of it. I'm already not good at breathing.
Yeah, no, just no one wants it.
I have some in my car though, like a gangster. Like I feel like I'm gonna drive by pepper someone.
Just that little punk ass kid.
Come, you want to steal my car? I'll pepper you away.
Just get the fuck out of here, little kid.
Pepper right up to the gun barrel of
little punk ass. Take some of this pepper spray, bitch.
Your gun smells like pepper now. Take that.
Oh man, dude.
No one's gonna shoot me with a spicy gun.
Right.
Spicy guns, you guys. It's the solution.
Pepper spray, little kids. Love it. All right.
I love how like you're like no one's gonna attack you, but some punk ass kids. It's gonna be some little kids.
Yeah, man, fuck them. little crumb snatchers going fucking shit up, man. I see them around the neighborhood.
I see them.
Oh man, we're close to when it's like news chugging time.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's anything in our promographic headlines that we didn't touch on. Did we talk about how it's raining plastic over the Rocky Mountains?
No, we didn't yet.
It's microplastics, but
I was
still
gonna get
you
to
can
that, yeah.
see some of them.
Yeah, this is the thing we're finding, is that microplastics and just plastic in general is literally getting everywhere on the planet, where like it really, really shouldn't be. And it's not good for a lot of animals and just for different areas of the planet. It's just not what we want to have happen.
Nah, it's like chunks of hikers' vests and you remember Mondo? It was like a knockoff of Squeeze-Its. You guys, were you a kid with the Squeeze-Its?
I remember Squeeze-Its,
You
yeah.
twist off the top, but there was this knockoff called Mondo.
I think I remember Mondo, yeah.
The
yeah,
lids
okay.
looked like a little like pharaoh hat.
Okay, yeah.
Those things look like they're just microplastics of today. It's like all those Mondo bottles.
Yeah.
It's like that same kind of plastic. It's like pool toy.
Yeah. But today, like, I think the worst things are glitter.
Oh man,
For the
glitter is
love of God,
bad.
everyone, please stop using glitter.
There's got to be a way.
It doesn't look cool on anything.
I don't think we can really get everyone to stop using glitter. I think there's a whole industry that depends on it. But we can change the glitter. It's like the paper straw thing. If we can just have clean, biodegradable glitter, if we can make some shiny wood and have some like sawdust that's all shiny and nice on hookers, or you make like earth tones nice, and these hookers will just rub all. I mean, exotic dancers like sawdust on them. If we make sawdust as sexy as glitter, we can do it. We can do it together.
I'm down for sawdust, yeah.
I'd roll in the sawdust with a lady. I ain't picky.
Right? Yeah, I can get behind that. But so, like that's my soapbox is that glitter is fucking terrible. Stop using it. It's fucking art herpes. All right, stop using it. Just fucking stop.
You can really
dumb.
You can really cut up. You can cut up your clam, and where you're using it, your clam's at risk of glitter cuts.
Yeah.
So
Or
make
anywhere else.
responsible choices. There's some soft sawdust is like a balsa or like a pine, you know?
There's got to be like body paints or something.
Oh, man.
Anything fucking else.
If my lady smelled like pine, it's on, right?
Like sawdust, like fresh sawdust.
Yeah.
You got that fresh sawdust spell?
Yeah, I mean nothing gets me riled up like a romp and a wood mill. Log jamming, you guys. Let's get log jamming.
Log jamming.
Log jamming.
Nice. I love it. And the other thing is any of those like face wash or body wash shit you see with the little micro beads.
Oh.
Those are
little beads of plastic.
Those are
Why do
legit
that?
terrible.
Oh.
Like those are just like instant microplastic gonna fucking kill 10 million animals right there. Remember that.
All of the animals.
Next time you're washing your face with some micro beads, you're killing all the animals on the earth.
Yeah, and you're like spending extra money too. You're not even being economical with your animal killing.
Right.
Yeah, it's not like the cheaper stuff kills more animals. You're like
I know.
spending extra money to kill more.
Man. And does it even clean better? No. All right. Anyway. All right. Rant over.
Yeah.
Rant disengaged.
Raining plastic. Okay, so the plastic thing we talked about.
This real quick, I did want to cover. It turns out that science has been studying if dancing makes you happy.
Oh yeah, that was a happy thing you mentioned.
And turns out it does.
Ta-da.
Why? You may ask, or you may not, but I'm going to tell you anyway.
Go ahead and ask.
Basically for the same reason that like running or exercise is because your brain just releases endorphins.
Yeah, moving around is all that's doing it.
And endorphins get you high as fuck though.
Yeah, that runner's high is a
good
thing.
endorphin highs are bomb.
There's another thing too. Supposedly, when you do music, especially if there's a physical motion involved, like if you do music and dance at the same time or dance to music, you're engaging every portion of your brain at once. Like all of your brain has to work
yeah,
together
that's a good point.
to allow you to dance and or do music stuff. It's one of the only activities that does that.
Yeah, so I don't know, you always see those posts where like someone's like fucked up at a club and people are like, look at this idiot dancing. Fuck those people. Just do what you want, man. Like, be happy. It's fun.
You're going
Have
to
a
be
good
dead
time.
in 4 months anyway. Dance like you're dead in 4 months.
Yeah, 4 to 6. Yeah, dance like you're dead in 4 to 6 months.
That's my
your
guide.
Your life will improve drastically for 4 to 6 months, and then you'll die, and then it'll improve infinitely.
You get there, then you reevaluate your life, and then improve infinitely.
Right. By dying.
Can I talk about alligators learning how to climb
Yeah,
fences now?
yeah.
That was like your next in line.
No, I saw it. I definitely wanted to cover that.
I saw your cursor on the last one. I was peeping.
I think it's amazing.
Yeah, right? It's like how birds have learned all these English words now. We're watching animals evolve,
Yeah.
learning from us and rushing their evolution because of us. Oh, man, there was a cool picture, too. Maybe I have to play this video a little bit.
Yeah,
because-
it is kind of scary, though. Like,
Oh, yeah. A good monster climbing a fence. It was like our only hope of protecting ourselves.
perfect evolutionary killing machine.
Yeah.
It's Godzilla coming at you.
Right?
Totally.
Oh, man. Dude,
Man.
because those, like, they run fucking fast, too.
Candy said she loves playing with alligators.
I
Well,
guess, man.
If you've got a fence around your daycare center, maybe that fence isn't
Is this the
enough.
one from the other day where he's just strolling across the street and he's like 150 feet long?
God, this alligator looks about as tall as this fence, though. Like, he just got up on his tail, and man, I feel like previous alligators were kind of dumb for not trying this. Like, this fence, I don't know if I'm that impressed with
It
this
always
particular
takes that
fence.
one innovator, man.
Yeah, he's going to show the others. They're going to set new records. But as for now, this fence is disappointing.
And I was, man, I wish I would have saved it. I'll try to dig it up for next week. But I ran into this article that was talking about, surprise news, that fish actually store like instincts and like genetic memory and pass it off directly through generations. So they have like a store of genetic memory that they can directly access. So like humans don't pass instincts near to that scale. So I wonder if like even just this alligator doing this like encodes it in its genes, and then just like all of its offspring will know how to climb fences from now on.
That's plausible because storing memories and genes is way less efficient. That's why we are born with these big blank brains. So much of the brain has to be taught in youth, and why humans have such a large portion of their life where they're
learning everything.
Exactly. Whereas animals will roll out of the womb, bopping around and dancing and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, they can store more memory in their gene time.
But it's all like instinctual, but they can't,
But it
they don't
takes
have the
it's
deeper thinking.
harder evolutionarily to store stuff in there.
Yeah.
So for
sure.
fish to be able to just recall genetic memory, that's insane.
But it is causing actually like an increase in fish's evolution to adapt to fishermen, like industrial fishing. So they have adapted to industrial fishing to try to not get eaten.
Well, it's kind of like a thank goodness thing because we really should be eating fish that are farmed so it's sustainable. There's way too many people to just have the raw ocean handle us. Like all this wild caught stuff makes me nervous because I'm like, that's some other mammal's food. You get all this wild caught fish. What are the whales going to eat?
Yeah, right. No, it's a whole. I mean, it's a whole thing. It's never gonna get solved. But whatever.
Yeah, especially like there was some fast food place like Arby's or something. It's like wild caught fish sandwich. Like you have a whole chain. How are you going to wild catch all that? Caught them in the wild hatchery?
No, they didn't. Come on, let's be real.
The name of our hatchery is called Wild. It's
Yeah.
WYD.
Let's be real, Arby's.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't never been fishing. Get the fuck out of here.
Do you guys know why the McRib is seasonal?
No.
It's haunting. The McRib. It's seasonal because we would run out of pigs to make into ribs. Like there has to be a grace period for farming to catch up.
That's totally false because it's made from zombie meat.
Yeah. Oh, I'm thinking about the Chili's baby back ribs.
Yeah.
How they go and come back. The McRib is like gel. That's McRib
that
flavored.
ain't real meat.
Dude,
he
that-
ain't killing pigs.
The McRib is like all the meat combined.
It's like one boss mother pig that they got the flavor profile from.
Like that ain't real chicken McNuggets they're serving up either.
That's a slurry, they say.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's like they're shakes, but formed into a nugget.
Dude,
of
have
meat.
you ever watched like those videos? I mean, I don't know if you guys see like that'll pop up on Facebook. They're just like how to make this thing or whatever. And there's one that's like how to make homemade chicken nuggets. And it's kind of gross. You have to like totally blend the fucking meat, dude. Like, it's pretty fucking gnarly. Like, yeah. So just blend all your meat.
Blend your food, you guys. That's your takeaway.
Yeah. All right. So, you guys know me. I gotta have my serial killer news. Plus, I've been binging Mindhunters on Netflix, which is a pretty cool show.
Yeah, that show's amazing.
Yeah, it's really awesome. It's about, for anyone who doesn't know, real quick, just about the FBI in the early days, starting off and like studying serial killers and trying to classify that type of killer. So it's a really badass show, though.
And there aren't really like fresh ones anymore. Serial killing is kind of as on the downturn as shooting sprees are on the upturn.
Yeah, it's really, which is really weird. I don't know why that is. Maybe like serial killers just are more aware, and
Maybe they just don't like the cereal that's out right now.
yeah, that too, man.
Yeah, it's obsolete. It's all the same crap.
But this dude, he's actually been in prison for a while, but he keeps admitting to more killings, and these are like unsolved murders. And he, relays details of the case, and so the authorities link them up to him eventually. But he's been in prison for a while, but he's apparently responsible for 90 killings over the course of his life, which makes him like the most prolific serial killer of all time.
Dang.
So far.
If these are confirmed, he'd be like the new winner.
Yeah, exactly.
That is more than a lot of these shootings for people to be reassured by RIP, I guess, kind of. Never mind.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just insane, but I mean,
yeah,
luckily,
some things aren't getting worse, is what I'm saying. At least we have less of this guy.
Yeah, right. I mean, yeah, they're just different types of killers these days, I guess. But
he looks kind of chill too. Like he looks like he'd be your buddy until you're one of the people.
Well,
he kind of looks like OJ's dad.
Whoa!
Yo.
See, that's a great piece of insight on this. There's got to be like a genetic link here. This totally looks like Papa OJ.
Papa Simpson.
What kind of juice is he, though?
Yeah, this is crab apple juice.
Apple, yeah.
He's squoze juice.
Man.
Friends call me Apple.
Cross me and get squoze.
Get
I'm
squoze.
grapefruit.
Right?
I don't think you can sound tough saying squoze.
Get
Yes, you
squozed.
could.
This guy can say
This
squoze.
dude did?
My name is Squoze.
He's like, yo, I killed 90 people. You trying to get squozed right now?
I swear someone mispronounced my last name that way. Squozniak.
No, I've heard people mispronounce your name or call you Woes.
Yeah, throw a ski in there.
Waz.
Waz. That
Waze.
was the new hip one for a minute. How about that Waz?
Why?
I don't know how you make an O sound where you come from, but it looks like a Waz.
Waz.
That's what you're saying, right? Everyone's from Boston. You have that Boston hearing disease. Just like all your auditory perception is through a Boston filter. Let's get some coffee, Waz.
Is Waz coming in tonight? I need to talk to Waz.
You got that Boston hearing disease?
Well, I don't know who this Waz is, but Waz will be by later.
Totally. I mean, that's
Oh,
awkwardly different than my name.
Yeah, for sure.
Supposedly.
Yeah. Supposedly.
And then this real quick one before we get on the
Yeah, get this guy staring at me less. Let's
pièce
get
de
that.
résistance. Just real quick, some scientists have been working trying to regrow coral, and they found an effective way to do that.
Yeah, this is happy.
Yeah, and the reason that's important is because it helps our oceans where we're just stuffing them full of plastic and microplastics and tons of shit's dying.
That looks like a dick.
Yeah, we got these.
It is a little penis-like, yeah.
No, that's nothing little about it.
Very true. All right, I did relook at the photo. Yep, that is definitely a penis coral.
Well, if some of the if some of the coral is sold as exotic marital aids, then we can fund all of the coral.
I like where your head's at, man.
Like we have this wildlife conservation situation where we can afford the park rangers to patrol this land and keep these animals safe in this ranch as long as we have a millionaire have a little hunting trip every once in a while. Just pick off an old one. We have some dildo coral, and then the rest of the coral can live on. And
Dildo coral.
yeah, that's how we'll fund it. There'll be better marketing than this. This is just the beginning. Get ready.
Yeah,
Well, I've got a vision.
We'll have a pre-meeting and then a meeting.
Around in the ocean. I stepped on some of that coral.
Did you guys ever go swimming and run into any of that
Dildo coral.
that dildo coral?
She's really into this like coral trip. I don't know.
I just
Seems overpriced. I don't know what the hype is about this coral.
I just feel like I was inappropriately advanced on by this dildo coral.
Guys, I have something I want to talk about, but
I was just swimming.
Give me a minute. I don't know how to explain this. I was scuba diving.
Oh man!
And I was attacked by some penis coral.
I had an awkward moment.
All right, so I think this is our last bit of news for the week.
Last chug.
But it's the best. That's why we saved it for last, because that's what you're supposed to do.
I'm in suspense.
All right, this is the blowjob paper.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
What is the blowjob paper? So, I guess this guy set out to make the best dick sucking AI that he could conceive.
I like the picture of the code.
Right, yeah. And so him and his team processed 109 hours of oral sex porn. I'm not entirely sure on the variety, Waz and I, because this does have some relevance. But they wanted to develop an AI that can replicate a blowjob for a sex toy called the Auto Blow. All right, so I'm sure we can all imagine what that's like, right? It's a fucking machine that gives you a blowjob.
Yeah, so you were saying these people were watching
I'm not
these.
putting my penis in a machine.
I have and will again. Robots are the future.
It's not gonna happen.
So you were saying that they move this like cartoon head along a shaft to show where it's occurring in porns?
Yeah, so if you look at the top of the article, you see that guy, the guy's head.
Yeah.
And then there's the long, skinny dick.
And the 12-foot dick that's poking out the other side of his face.
Yeah, so apparently what these guys did is they're like watching these porns because they have to have some way to like track and quantify the movement of the woman on the penis, right? So they have this little slider. It's just this guy with an open mouth sliding up and down this long ass dick. So as they're watching these, they have to like slide this guy's head on this dick to imitate what they're seeing. And this helps the algorithm pick up just different approaches to blowjobs.
Well, I have some major problems with this. First of all, have you ever noticed how shaky your hand is using the mouse and how much the cursor jumps around? So unless they do motion capture, the future of this is motion capture with real couples. Because another problem I have is porn is not like how I want my shit treated. Some of that shit gets rocky, you know what I mean? I think normal people don't get off like the performers they see are getting off. I know I usually have to flip through a couple instances before it's my time to shine, you know? So first of all, that's going to be unrealistic. The type of people that do porn are not the type of people that would buy this device to have this done to them. They're probably not going to have the same intensity pattern.
Yeah, but I mean...
Nor do I want someone's shaky ass mouse movements up in my sex toy.
But it's also, I mean, would you want a blowjob machine to give you a blowjob?
No.
By or mimicking women that have given thousands of blowjobs.
Oh, wait, you got a point here. Okay. Great counterpoint.
You know?
You do want it to mimic a professional.
Right?
Someone that makes it occur relatively consistently.
I mean, this is groundbreaking stuff.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, so anyway, I mean, it's a pretty funny story if you just check out the article, because they went to a few different companies with the idea. And like people were like, oh, no thanks. Like, you're going to create a blowjob algorithm? Like, no, we'll pass. I'm like, you guys are
This is funny.
Yeah.
You guys are missing the fuck out.
This animation of the different models.
Oh yeah, the different movements on the little like,
I like
pocket.
the fourth one
the
that's
sleeve.
like just this little movement and just stops. Just the waiter.
Oh yeah.
It's not gonna really work though until it like does a stop and then like waits for you to like struggle or something. It needs like a squirm detector. Without a feedback loop, this is a hopeless thing.
Oh man, there's just so many good things in this article. Like this like when this guy's like pitching this idea, this is a quote. All right, I told them I make a sex toy for men focusing on recreating the blowjob experience, and asked if they could use AI to study what really happens during blowjobs so that I could make my machine give blowjobs like a human. That was enough to cause 7 companies to tell me almost immediately that the work was not for them. When I asked why, they didn't want to talk about why. Like, the company who picked this up is really a forward-thinking company.
That's right.
Is my opinion.
I support them, but this is half measures until we get motion capture involved. There should be a professional star with little dots on her face, little circles, right? Especially around the mouth. And then this other guy with his wiener has like a checkerboard pattern on it, so you can really get proper motion capture.
No.
Right?
No.
He holds on to like VR sticks.
You're going too far, man.
Yeah. There's
All
like
right. We're out in that wild yonder.
like crash test dummies.
Oh no.
It's just checkerboard patterns and like white ping pong balls glued to everything.
I mean, because we're already like, there's quite a few articles that pop up talking about like sex robots in the near future, you know? All well and good. My question is, what if you get 2 sex robots, male and a female, and you program them to have sex with each other, and then using that feedback, that's how they perform on humans.
Whoa!
Like perfect programmed sex.
Like this robot lady gives it to me, like her robot buddy was able to take it. I'd like get a kink in the hose, you know? I'd have an injury then, because the robots can probably take it like they give it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I want max settings on this. I think I want to get finessed a little bit. I want to be ridden hard and put away wet.
Right. They just throw you in the closet after they're done.
I like this idea of like when AIs train on themselves, like to get really good at a game, so they know moves that a person wouldn't even think of.
It's the same thing,
yeah. It's just 2 robots humping in an art installation.
Oh man.
Till there's smoke rising up from their crotches.
Dude.
Start a fire.
Fucking great, man.
Because they're gonna come to a point where like, what's the end goal? You trigger certain like high values of certain variables. Like, I don't know if I can handle those variables being that crazy a value.
Some like deep neural network of sex.
I get an Indian burn.
Just can't imagine it.
This thing better dispense a lubricant, or there's gonna be rashes.
Oh yeah, it would have to. Yeah, there's no question about it. We have to.
Oh man, any final thoughts on this, you guys? Tell your friends about Greasy Conversation.
That's my final thought.
I want one in a backup.
Right.
I want one for my glove box for the drive-through.
Ain't no shame.
Yeah, sometimes McDonald's got a big old line. You know what you're gonna do?
Right.
Get hungry. I'm hungry after a robot situation. I'll take a nap right there. So that's the send-off. Tell your friends and neighbors. Yeah. Greasy Conversation is going to keep you educated.
Friends, neighbors and pets about blowjob algorithms and shit.
There's no algorithm or weird animal that should be given the rights to vote or thing happening in Florida that you can survive learning without. You can't survive learning without us. You might learn stuff, but you'll die from it within 4 months. That's send off for you.
All right.
So, on that note,
get out of here, suckers.
Mention RadioVegas.rocks to the sponsors to have them appreciate you more. Bye.